on in the room. I said, come on in the room. Jesus is my doctor, and he writes out all of my scriptures, and he gives me all of my medicine in my room. Whoa, come on in the room. I said, come on in the room. Jesus is my doctor, and he writes down all of my scriptures, and he gives me all of my medicine in my room. Hey, my loves, it's your girl, MissMelodyXOXO here. My loves, first off, I want to start off by saying I apologize. I know I in Atlanta is not morning here, but I had a couple things I had to take care of. But as the icon, the queer icon, the trans activist, the legendary T.S. Madison would say, it's morning time somewhere. So we were not going to stop this show. First off, I want to start by saying I hope all my loves had a wonderful day. If you did not have a wonderful day, it's all right. It will be all right. Tomorrow can be even better, okay? So I just want to make sure that everything is going right with you, everything is going right in your life. And know, my loves, you are wonderful, you are beautiful, and you are special. So let's go ahead and start getting to this show. The first thing I want to talk about is protecting trans kids. So I saw some I don't really know the whole scoop of the story, but I saw the situation with Angela Stanton King and where she was very, very disrespectful to Ashley Marie Preston. But that's not new. She's had very transphobic, homophobic ways. My thing is, I just get so tired of these so-called black activists who, when it comes to the LGBTQI plus community, they always relate, always want to relate things to pedophilia and things like that. And everybody who is a member of the LGBTQI plus community is not a pedophile. There are a lot of these straight cisgender people who are always talking about the community. I would love to see what goes on behind their closed doors because they always have something to say about the community, but yet they never want to, they never want to talk about themselves. And for me, we have to get to where we're protecting trans kids, we're protecting trans people, period. Because we are in it, we are in a and there is a war on trans lives. There is a war on transgender rights. And we have to make sure that we're doing everything we can to fight for those rights, especially with her daughter being a black trans woman. And we have to understand that some people are just going to be transphobic. They are going to be homophobic. And so these are the reasons why us as the community, as the LGBTQI plus community, must continue on to fight for the rights of the community so that we can continue to succeed. And just letting gay and trans and bisexual people know that their life matters and you can exist. So to anybody there who's gay, bisexual, transgender, pansexual, non-binary, however you identify as, understand that your life is valid, you matter, and don't let anybody's negativity of who you are affect what you can accomplish, who you can be. Because I look at being a member of the LGBTQ plus community as a gift. I look at being an activist as a gift. People say, well, Miss Melody, you have so much hatred thrown at you. You have to go through so much. Yes, I do. But the thing about it is I will continue to go through this in order to make it better for the next young person, especially black queer person coming up, so to know that they can have it better than I had it. That's the reason why icons in the past, icons like Marsha P. Johnson and Byron Rushton and all these things, and even RuPaul have made ways for LGBTQ plus people to exist. T.S. Madison and people like that, and Hope Giselle and Angelica Ross and Laverne Cox are making ways for the future LGBTQI plus people coming forward. But let's just make sure that we're protecting LGBT rights, make sure we're protecting trans rights, and also make sure that we're protecting especially trans kids, because there is right now so many our former Secretary of Education, who was hired by 45, I'm not going to say his 45's name because he gets no love up here, did so much there's so much there's so many hateful things that she tried to implement towards especially trans kids in the school system and education. And it's going to take the Biden administration and Kamala Harris so long to try to do so many of those things that occurred. And hopefully the next Secretary of Education, which is higher, will be able to create more safe spaces in school system, especially for LGBTQ youth, because it's so needed. Because there are so many youth who are committing suicide. There's so many youth who are joining gangs. There's so many youth who are in the closet, who are afraid to be themselves because of what society says, because of what homophobic or trans people are saying on things such as Twitter or what they're seeing on the internet. And someone's life as a member of the LGBT plus community should not be a joke to you. It may be a joke to you, but it's not a joke to them. It's not a joke to that person. So let that person be who they are. Let them live. Let them be able to accomplish who they are. Why does somebody being gay, why does that bother you? Why does somebody being bisexual bother you? Why does somebody being a lesbian bother you? Why does somebody being non-binary bother you? Why does somebody gender non-conforming bother you? Why does somebody transgender? Why do they bother you? The only thing these individuals, he, she, or they are doing is trying to live their life and exist, and that's the only thing. So why do you have something against somebody living their life, being who they are, just trying to exist and live? Because that's all the LGBTQ people plus are trying to do. We are simply trying to live in a homophobic and transphobic society. And especially within the Black community, Black queer LGBT plus people have to not only deal with homophobia or transphobia, you have to deal with racism and sometimes systematic racism. And that is an added bonus onto that. And then if you add on the fact that you're brown skin or dark skin like myself, then you have to add on the fact that colorism then plays an element in that. And there are so many elements that you have to deal with within a community. And what gets me so much is when people try to, a lot of times people say, well, we shouldn't play struggles. No, we should not play struggles, but we should acknowledge when there is a greater struggle, okay? Because understand this, a white gay male will never have to go through what a Black gay male or a Latino gay male goes through. You know, so we don't play struggle for struggle, but if you're not acknowledging that there is a greater struggle, then that is a problem. That is an issue that we definitely have to deal with. So we have to make sure that we as a community are making sure that we're holding everybody accountable, and make sure you stand up. My white gay man, stand up for your Black and Latino gay men. White trans woman, stand up for your Black trans woman, Latino trans, and sometimes just be quiet and listen to them. Don't feel like you have to, I gotta say this. No, because right there, if you're acknowledging their struggle by just saying you did something and not letting them talk, then you're not really acknowledging their struggle. What you're trying to do, you're trying to acknowledge the fact that you're helping the struggle. But if you're not listening, then you're not helping the struggle. You're hurting the struggle more. And that's something that you have to really be able to deal with. So we have to make sure as a community that we are standing together. We are standing together in solidarity. We are standing together as a people, and we are working hard to get through every. We're working hard to get every bill passed. If you are understand this, my gay men, trans sisters are your sisters. Lesbians, studs, we are all family fighting the same fight. So let's stop all of this division among us and just try to fight together and try to get this, try to make the world a better place for everyone, okay? So let's make sure we're doing that. I also want to give a shout out to when we talk about trans kids, especially Zaya Wade, because there's still so much talk about her. And I say this, I respect Dwayne Wade so much because Dwayne Wade saw the path. He saw the truth of his daughter Zaya Wade, and as a Black man, I knew that when he supported that, he was going to go under so much scrutiny. He was going to receive so much hate. But I commend him for being a father, saying, "Hey, I am going to accept my child. I am going to love my child unconditionally." And I must say this to Zaya Wade, my beautiful young sister. I commend you. I adore you. I am so proud of everything that you are accomplishing in the face of all this hate, transphobia, and everything that you're doing. My love, continue to be you, continue to walk in your truth, and don't let that negativity that's going around affect you. You be you, Zaya. You are Zaya Wade, and you are a beautiful black young trans woman. And I thank you for being out because Zaya, you will look upon this years upon later, and you will realize that your story made it easier for some black trans woman coming up. Your story made it easier for some, or maybe you equip her to say, hey, I'm gonna be me because Zaya did this. And you did that, Zaya. So continue to walk and continue to be you. Also to Lil Nas X, I said this before in plenty of videos. I am so proud of Lil Nas X for everything that he's done. He's accomplished so much. And the fact that he is a young black gay male on top of the charts. Congratulations on your second number one. They said after Old Town Road. They told Lil Nas X after Old Town Road and after he came out as gay, you will never have another number one single again. And he proved them wrong by just authentically being him. Lil Nas X proved he proved all the homophobic haters, all the gay bashers, all the homophobes. He proved them wrong by going number one yet again. So now what do you have to say? What do you have to say now? I have to keep fixing my earpiece because it just keep, I don't know. But I love the fact that he is so, hold up, piece of hand in my mouth. We keep it raw on the show. I love the fact that he is so unbothered by all the hateful comments. He is so living his best life. Yes, now Lil Nas X, continue to live your best life. Continue to be you. Continue to keep walking in everything that you are, my baby, because you are beautiful. You are wonderful. You are everything that you Lil Nas X, there are still so many things that you have to accomplish. And I know there's so many things that you can't accomplish. And again, you will look back on this in 10 years and you will see how your story and your struggle helped maybe a young gay black man or black gay man coming up. And you are right now a black queer gay icon. So continue to do you, continue to keep moving, continue to do everything that you are, and continue to simply walk within your truth. My babies, thank you so much for everything that you do here on the MissMelodyXOXO show. Thank you for your support. If you would like to donate, Cash App, MissMelodyXOXO, PayPal, MissMelodyXOXO, and Venmo, Miss_Melody_XOXO. I thank you for all that you're doing. We are definitely trying to build a brand. We're trying to become better. We're trying to become bigger. We are trying to do everything we can accomplish. We are also fighting for all LGBTQ plus people. We are also trying to fight and let people know that black trans lives matter and that black trans women lives matter. And we can continue to fight. Every like you show me, every view you give me, every share you give me helps to amplify the voice of this black trans woman. And I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for everything that you've done, everything that you're going to do, okay? I love you, my babies, from all the bottom of my heart. And I will see you tomorrow for the Good Morning to My Love show. Bye, my loves.